So what's going on YouTube? Feeling a little bit under the weather today, but that ain't gonna stop the grind. So look, I got a couple of different things I want to talk about. The first thing is I want to talk about basically is no excuse, first of all. And then I'm gonna get into a topic about not letting people get to you, because my boy Paul, who works for me in the cleaning business, actually requested that I talk about this. So first thing first, as you've seen, if you might have seen, if you follow me on social media, that I was posting about Frederick Douglass today, and I made a meme about Frederick Douglass made it from slavery. So there is no excuse for you. He made it from the epitome of nothing, of the bottom, you know what I mean, of no rights. He wasn't a citizen. He wasn't considered a citizen. He was considered property. So you have to understand that, like, I don't care what your environment is. I don't care if you come from the hood. I don't care if you ain't have neither one of your parents. I don't care if you were homeless. It doesn't matter whatever the circumstances is. You can't beat slavery. You know what I mean? Then once he escaped from whatever plantation he was probably on, then you turn around and you talk about dealing with full-blown racism as he traveled throughout from state to state to get up north or whatever, and to accomplish his goals. The guy had to deal with full-blown racism. Now, we still deal with some of the systematic policies that's in place that came from white supremacy and all of that, but it's not full-blown racism the way that he dealt with it. So you see what I'm getting at? It's absolutely no circumstance you could possibly be in that you can say, oh well, it's just not meant for me to make it. It's never impossible. It's like, you'll be crazy to sit there and think that it's impossible for you to be successful and to accomplish your goals right now. So that's the first point. I just want to point that out, and I ain't gonna drag it on too long. I'm gonna get to my next point. And Paul wanted me to talk about not letting people get to you and accepting things that you can't change. Alright, so this is how I don't let people get to me, because I understand that I'm in control of my situation in my life. So if a person says something that I don't like, I just simply separate myself from that person, and I know how to deal with that person if I have to deal with that person. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, most of the time, if somebody's saying something or doing something around me that just completely to the point where it will offend me and make me want to get emotional about it, there's a good chance that they're not that smart. You know what I mean? So, like, because people that are smart don't sit around and talk about other people. They don't intentionally try to harm or offend other people. So just that fact alone lets me know, like, you know what, why would I even waste my time to entertain this nonsense? You know what I mean? So that's one main reason why I don't let people get to me, is because I just feel like, you know what, they ain't even worth the time or the effort or the energy putting into me getting worked up about it. Because at the end of the day, it takes energy and effort to hold a grudge or to let something get on your nerves. You know what I mean? It takes the energy. Like, when you mad about something, think about this next time you get mad, and you all tensed up and you holding on to that thought. Unhunch your shoulders right quick. Just unhunch your shoulders. Take a deep breath, and then realize that you were taking up energy the whole time to even hold on to that. Let it go. So that's the first thing about not letting people get to you. The second thing, when it comes to accepting the things that you can't change. Well, first off, I don't really feel like there's nothing that I can't change, you know what I mean, to a certain extent. Like, so I don't just accept things, you know what I mean? I make things happen. However, when it comes to people, you can't make people do anything that you don't want them to do. So when it comes to accepting people that you can't change, you just simply change the way that you deal with them, if you deal with them at all. But you have to understand that you're in charge of your life. You know what I mean? Like, everything that you do in your life is going to have a reaction to it. You know, it's going to have a consequence, whether good or bad. But every decision that you make is going to have some type of reaction to it, and it's up to you to make the right decision and make the right action, take the right action. You know what I mean? So It's all about you. It's your life. You are in control. Until you get that concept and understand it wholly and fully, you'll never really truly be happy, first of all. And see, when I first found out about that, I was kind of like, I wasn't even excited about it when I finally realized all the way down to the T that I'm responsible for everything in my life, simply because then I realized, damn, now I'm gonna have to work my ass off completely to get to what I want. And that was the first thing. But the second thing was, wait a minute, what you talking about? You in charge. You get to decide. And that's when it got exciting for me. Like, I get to pick it. I get to decide. It's not up to nobody. It's not up to the government, the politicians, my mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister, my girl, nobody. It's up to me. It's my life. You know what I mean? So, and I started to, never mind, I'm not even gonna go there. I started to get biblical with y'all for a minute, but it's even in your Bible. You know what I mean? That you in control of your life. Your thoughts become things. Literally become things. You gotta think about it for a minute. Anything that you created in the physical realm was created in your head first. When you do something physically, when you go to grab a piece of paper off the ground, you thought about grabbing that piece of paper off the ground before you actually did it. It happened real fast, but you had to think about it first. Thoughts become things. And so if you're thinking about something big and you have big dreams, it's going to take a little longer, because that's not as simple as picking up a piece of paper off the ground. You got to put yourself in a position. You know what I mean? So, but hopefully that was able to resonate with somebody. But the first thing is this: you have no excuse. You can make it. And as long as you stay motivated and don't quit, you will make it, period. Just don't quit. That's the first thing. The second thing is, don't let people get to you simply because they don't see your vision. They don't understand what you got going on. They're not you. They're not going to get it. Don't let people get to you, because most of the time, if they're doing something to intentionally get to you, they're probably not smart as you. Be arrogant a little bit about that. And then the third thing was accepting things you can't change. Understand that you have the power to change everything in your life. It's your life. And when it comes to people, if you can't change them, then you pray on them or separate yourself from them if they don't fit your goal and agenda. But that's it. Alright, so thank y'all for watching, listening, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and everything else that you do to support this channel. I truly, truly, truly do appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. AJ Simmons.